Archangel Michael says, the heavens stirred the very moment your souls crossed paths. There was a divine silence that filled the air, a vibration no one could see, but both your hearts felt it. This was no ordinary meeting, this was a spiritual collision written in the stars long before either of you could understand its power. The person you're thinking about right now is holding memories of you like sacred relics in their heart. They didn't believe in the kind of love that softens pain and heals shadows, until you looked at them that way. They never told you, but every moment spent near you changed their understanding of life. They were broken once, trying to piece themselves back together with lies they believed about love. They were convinced it was only pain dressed up as temporary joy. But you arrived without warning, and everything about you felt like truth, like peace, like a future that finally made sense. You didn't even try hard. You just smiled that one time, and their whole world shifted. A part of them woke up, something they thought had died long ago. They've been different ever since, and you might not even know how deeply you impacted them. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There are things they've never said out loud because it scares them how intense their feelings are. They fear you'd run away if you knew just how serious they are about you. But in the quiet of their own thoughts, they call you their first true love. Archangel Michael says, this person was shown your soul in dreams before they even recognized your face in this lifetime. They may have been with others before, but what you gave them? It was eternal. You're not a chapter in their life, you are the beginning of every page. They pretend sometimes that it's all casual. They act like your absence doesn't burn, but their nights are long and filled with flashes of your laugh, your touch, your voice. And when they dream of holding your hand in a life where you never let go. Even now, something in their spirit aches for your presence. They try to distract themselves with noise, with people, with responsibilities, but nothing works. The truth is, loving you has become the most real thing they've ever known. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The angels saw how you healed wounds you didn't even know they had. You reached them in places where even light had trouble entering. And now, they carry you inside, like a living flame they never want to lose. They watch your updates. They check the time and wonder if you're awake. They want to reach out, to confess everything, but fear holds them back, the fear that maybe it's too late or maybe they're not enough for you. There's a letter they wrote but never sent. In it, they poured their heart like a storm. And in that storm, they called you home. They never knew what a soulmate was until your eyes met theirs. It was in that moment, something ancient returned to them. It was love, pure, untamed, and impossible to erase. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Even when they're surrounded by others, none of them are you. They compare every smile, every laugh, every touch. No one else fits the shape of love they've come to understand. They want to build a future with you. Not a dream, not a fantasy, but a real life, where your clothes mix in the laundry and your secrets are safe in their arms. That's the picture they see when they close their eyes. Archangel Michael says, you were their miracle wrapped in ordinary moments. They regret not telling you sooner, not holding you tighter, not choosing you louder. But they are preparing now, quietly, slowly, to come back. Your absence feels like silence where music used to play. The world dulls without you in it. And still, they hold on to the belief that somehow, someday, you'll be in their arms again. Type Amen to get blessing 616. They never experienced real emotional safety before you. You made them feel like they were allowed to be soft. You didn't laugh at their fears, you listened, and that changed everything. This person is about to surprise you. The love that once hid in their silence is about to find a voice. And when it does, you'll know, it was always you, it was always meant to be you. They remember your scent. They remember the warmth of your palm. Every memory of you is stored in a sacred corner of their soul they've never let anyone else access. They've been dreaming of the day they can walk toward you again, not to explain everything, but just to show you in the way their eyes will light up. They still think you're the most beautiful soul they've ever met. Type Amen to get blessing 411. Even when they tried to move on, the universe whispered your name everywhere. Songs reminded them of you. Colors, places, even words from strangers carried traces of your energy. They are praying for a second chance, not just with their words, but with their soul. They're shifting things in their life to make space for you again. You taught them what love is by simply being who you are. And that is the kind of love that never fades. That is the kind of love that God writes into destiny. They believe now. In love. In miracles. In forever. And it's all because of the way you made them feel. Type Amen to get blessing 288. This person has a plan. It's not just a wish, it's a promise forming in their heart. They want to make things right, to love you properly this time. They see your pain too. They can feel when your heart grows tired. And it kills them to know they may have added to that burden. Archangel Michael says, this love story is not over. It was paused, yes. But heavens are working behind the scenes to bring the divine reunion meant for you both. You will not be alone forever. The one who once hesitated will soon become the one who never lets go. Because what you sparked inside them cannot be undone. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They whisper your name in prayers, hoping the angels will carry it to your heart. They've changed in ways you cannot yet see. And they want to show you that change. They feel you even from afar. It's a pull, a magnet in their chest. No matter how much time has passed, their heart still calls to yours. They replay your last conversation, your last laugh, your last look. And in their mind, they always rewrite it, to end with, please stay. Their greatest wish is to be your peace. To be your smile after a long day. To be your safe place in a chaotic world. Type Amen to get blessing 111. This person never knew what it felt like to be seen until your eyes landed on theirs. You didn't just love their good, you loved their wounds, and that shook them to their core. They thought love was games. You showed them it could be healing. And now, they can't imagine life without that kind of purity again. They remember how you laughed even on your bad days. How you forgave when you didn't have to. How you gave more than you received and still smiled. They want to return what you gave. They want to give you the world you deserve. They want to be the reason your heart believes again. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They've watched you grow stronger. They've seen you glow despite pain. And deep down, they know they were foolish for ever letting you walk away. This is not just someone who loved you. This is someone who loves you still. Fiercely, silently, and with every beat of their heart. Their soul clings to your memory like fire clings to air. You are the reason they believe in light after darkness. And when they do come back, it won't be with words. It'll be with actions, with devotion, with a presence that never leaves again. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They're watching you from afar, proud of who you've become. And they whisper every night, "That's the one I love. That's the one I want forever with." Soon, the silence between you will break. Soon, the divine will allow the truth to be spoken. And you will feel it, this was never over. You were never a temporary chapter. You are the love story they never stop reading. The one they would choose in every lifetime. Archangel Michael says, hold space for what's coming. Because when destiny decides it's time, no force on earth can stop love's return. And it's returning, to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They are being shown signs, through dreams, songs, and random moments, guiding them back to you. Every path they've tried without you leads to a dead end. The only direction that brings them peace is the one where you are waiting. You may not know it, but your energy still comforts them even in your silence. On days when they are overwhelmed, they imagine what you'd say, how you'd encourage them, how your voice always had a strange way of calming the storms inside. That memory alone gives them strength to keep going. Their love for you is not rooted in fantasy, it is deep, grounded, and sacred. You saw them, really saw them, and that changed the trajectory of their soul's purpose. Now they feel incomplete without your light guiding them forward. They are preparing themselves not just to return, but to return better. To return with healed wounds, with a clear heart, with hands that won't drop your love again. They want to be someone you can finally rest in. Type Amen to get blessing 000. They've realized it was never about perfect timing. It was about courage, about truth, about choosing love despite the fear. And now, they are ready to make that choice. Your name tastes like home in their mouth. They still say it softly when no one's around, letting it echo in empty rooms like a lullaby that never stopped playing. You live rent-free in their heartbeat. They carry guilt for the days they took your presence for granted. For the messages they didn't send. For the affection they withheld, even though their soul was screaming to pour it into you. Archangel Michael says, heaven is shifting things now. Barriers are breaking. Roads are clearing. The time for separation is nearing its end. Type Amen to get blessing 818. There is a fire in their chest that only you can soothe. It rises at night when they stare at their ceiling wondering if you've moved on, if someone else holds what they still long to touch. But deep down, they believe your soul is still waiting too. They are watching your life from afar, not out of jealousy, but awe. You've become even more beautiful, more powerful, more radiant. And they can't help but want to be part of your world again. They are gathering every ounce of bravery to face you. Not to beg, not to plead, but to honor the love you gave and offer something even greater in return. They don't want to repeat the past, they want to write a future. They are letting go of the ego that held them back. They are letting go of pride and excuses. All they want now is you. Type Amen to get blessing 424. They dream of days where you wake up in the same bed, where coffee is shared in silence, and love doesn't have to be loud to be felt, where your laughter fills the walls of a shared home. They still remember your touch like it happened minutes ago. The way you reached for them with softness. The way your love didn't demand, it invited. They've been telling their closest friend about you. About how you're the only one who ever made them feel safe. And that friend told them, if you love them that much, go get them. They are listening to that advice. Slowly. Carefully. But with the seriousness of someone who's finally realized that some people only come once in a lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, your love awakened something eternal in this person. It didn't just fill a void, it rewrote their understanding of connection, of purpose, of divine timing. You were a lesson, a gift, and a calling all in one. They regret the moments they stayed silent when you needed words. They regret choosing fear over vulnerability. But they've learned now, silence doesn't protect love, it starves it. They want to hear your voice again, not just as memory, but as music to their present. They want to look into your eyes again, not as strangers, but as two souls who remember. They are tired of pretending. Tired of acting okay. Tired of denying the only love that ever made sense. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They remember your scent like a favorite season. You were spring to them, the season when everything starts blooming, even after the harshest winters. You brought their dead heart back to life. They want to call you, to tell you they still love you, but every time they pick up the phone, fear makes their fingers freeze. So they pray instead, asking God to whisper it to your heart. They are watching your glow from a distance. They are proud, yes, but also aching. Because that glow used to warm them too. They are working up the courage to show up, not just with promises, but with presence. Not just with tears, but with action. Type Amen to get blessing 515. This person has seen you in their visions, walking toward them, smiling, forgiving. And that image gives them hope. It tells them they are not too late. They've heard your voice in their dreams, calling them home. And each time they wake, they whisper, please wait for me. This love is not fading. It's becoming. It's growing in silence. Becoming stronger in distance. Becoming ready in divine time. When they return, it won't be with explanations. It will be with love that has waited, matured, and finally knows exactly what it wants, you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. You are etched into this person's spirit in a way that nothing and no one can erase. They are about to come forward. It may feel sudden to you, but they've been building this moment inside for what feels like lifetimes. They just needed the right alignment. Archangel Michael says, the skies are bending in your favor. Love is circling back. Destiny is being rewritten with your name at the center. Be ready. Your soul has always known this was not the end. The best part is yet to unfold. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They are walking through the echoes of your love now, reliving every laugh, every tear, every small detail you thought they forgot. But they didn't. They remember everything, because when love is real, nothing ever fades. Their chest tightens when they think about the day they let you go. It wasn't because they didn't love you, it was because they didn't know how to love right yet. But now, life has taught them, and your love has shaped them into someone new. They're not coming back with apologies alone. They're coming with a changed heart, with clarity in their eyes, with intentions so pure even the angels are watching. This is no longer a wish, it's a divine movement toward your arms. They speak your name in silence. They write it on paper they never send. They smile at the thought of you, not because it's easy, but because even in pain, loving you still feels like peace. Type Amen to get blessing 454. They want to sit with you again, no distractions, no confusion, just presence. Just two hearts finally telling each other the truth without fear. And the truth is, they never stopped loving you. They've walked through life's storms, and the only light that remained steady in their memory was you. You were the calm in their chaos, the soul who believed in them before they believed in themselves. Every missed moment is now a scar on their spirit, a reminder of what they let slip away. But instead of being crushed by it, they are rising because of it. They are determined to be someone worthy of your love. Archangel Michael says, the divine has given this soul one last chance. One moment where heaven will align their path with yours. And this time, if your heart is still open, they won't hesitate. Type Amen to get blessing 212. They've been feeling you. Not just as a memory, but as a presence. A warmth that rises unexpectedly, a breeze when they least expect it, your spirit still touching theirs. They know now that what they felt with you was not normal. It wasn't ordinary. It was sacred. And that's why their heart still reaches for yours, even in the quiet hours when the world is asleep. They've talked to the stars about you. Told the moon their regrets. And with every sunrise, they hope it's the day they'll see your face again. There is something poetic about the way they love you. It's not desperate, but deep. Not loud, but everlasting. And it grows stronger the longer they are away from you. Type Amen to get blessing 123. You were their first true love, not the first person they dated, not the first kiss, but the first one who made their soul come alive. The first one who made their heart ache in the most beautiful way. You taught them that love is not about control, or fear, or running away. You showed them that love is safe, that love is patient, that love is you. Now, when they think of forever, they think of your eyes. When they imagine peace, they see your arms. When they close their eyes at night, it is your name their heart still whispers. They never knew what love really meant until you walked into their life without warning. And now that they've experienced it, they cannot accept anything less. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Archangel Michael says, the energy between your souls has never been broken. Even if life pulled you apart, the connection remains. It has only grown more magnetic, more undeniable. They are no longer interested in pretending. No longer willing to silence the truth. This person is about to show you how deeply you've changed them. You may not recognize the way they approach you now, gentler, more honest, more open. That's because love shaped them in the image of the one who gave it freely, you. Their love for you didn't die. It transformed. It matured. It became the very reason they wake up and want to be better. Type Amen to get blessing 727. They've cried for you, yes, real tears. The kind that come not from sadness alone, but from longing. From knowing they touched heaven once, and now they want it back. They've prayed for another chance. Not to fix the past, but to build something new. Something that honors who you are today, not just who you were back then. They see your value now more than ever. They see your heart, your strength, your light. And they want to protect it, not use it. You are no longer just a memory to them. You are the reason they believe in soul contracts. In divine love. In second chances. Type Amen to get blessing 919. You gave them something no one else did, purity. A kind of love that didn't come with demands, but with grace. That kind of love doesn't vanish. It stays. It evolves. They are slowly becoming the version of themselves they always wanted to be, with you in mind. You were the reason they started healing. The reason they started dreaming again. They're tired of pretending they've moved on. Tired of smiling in public and breaking down in private. You are their truth, and truth has a way of demanding to be lived. Archangel Michael says, a divine door is opening. And when it does, you'll hear a knock that sounds like love finally returning home. Type Amen to get blessing 515. They are not coming to make more promises. They are coming to keep them. To stand beside you in strength, not just show up in weakness. You deserve the kind of love that's consistent. That shows up daily. That remembers birthdays and heals wounds. That loves loud and soft at the same time. You are their first true love. And first love like that doesn't fade, it marks. It defines. It becomes the standard. This person has realized that every road led back to you. And this time, they plan to walk it until you're standing in front of them again. Type Amen to get blessing 818.